Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. So I'm gonna tell you, we are about to get deep. So in the recent couple months, there's a particular quote that I've been using for myself a lot recently, and this has been like a little bit of a motivator, a little bit of a driving force in my walk with God. And feel free to write this down. And that is peace through strength. Now, a lot of y'all are probably wondering why I've been choosing that quote and where exactly I'm getting at with this. So, in order to tell you that, I gotta tell you a little bit of a story, and this kind of explains why I do what I do. And this story in particular is something I mentioned last night at men's night at church. And the unfortunate part is there's a lot of young men these days, and possibly a lot of y'all that are watching this video right now that go through the same thing I'm about to tell you. But that's why I'm here, and I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. So, here we go. So I can get this computer to work. Now, growing up, I did not have the best male role model to look up to in my own life. You know, in my own house, it always felt like I was constantly on a battlefield, causing me to feel like I'm always in a spot of darkness. Always had a storm over my head. And by storm, honestly, I'll say it didn't feel like a rainstorm, but not even a thunderstorm. No, it felt like an absolute hurricane around me. And it even led my family feeling the same way, my entire family. Now, my youth pastor last night and a dear mentor of mine and a friend, he preached last night about things being handed down to us in life. And a couple of those being fear and frustration. And that I really resonated with because that is exactly what it was like for me. You know, I felt fear that I was going to turn into that very example that was set for me, and I felt frustration because that's what I was shown for like multiple years of my life. Now, in my opinion, a man, and especially a man of God, need to have a sense of strength in his life. You know, we are all a balance of lamb, but also a lion, like a tender warrior is what it's called. And being able to use that strength when times get hard, and that's where you're able to lead your family, lead your friends, and even your colleagues in the way of Christ. And where peace comes in on this is that when you're able to showcase strength and a strong, sharp character, it brings peace to those others around you. And unfortunately, I was not shown that example. I felt like my future family and no one in my life was ever going to view me as a strong person or ever take me seriously. You know, I was scared to death that I was going to stay that way. But I'm going to tell y'all, the older I got, I realized I never stay that way. I had a choice to figure out if I was going to stay that way and let that bleed into others, or was I going to put in the work and build what God has placed inside of me and that He knows me to be. I made the realization that it stops with me. I have a choice to follow God and allow Him to help and sharpen me into the man that He calls Him to be, and those generational curses, and make sure nothing like that ever happens again on my watch. He gave me the call, and I answered it. I work consistently to sharpen my mind, sharpen my body, sharpen my spirit, learning how to be the leader that I was never shown. And if anyone watching this, if you have been through the same, I'm here to tell you that you can do the same, and it stops with you. If you feel like you're weak, and you feel like you're going to be or are weak in leading people, then you have a choice to allow God to fill you with His strength. When you allow Him to strengthen you, that is where you find peace. There is peace through strength. There is peace through His strength. And when you're operating on God's strength, everyone around you, everyone in your life, everyone you come into contact with, they are going to feel that peace. So, men, we need to ask ourselves, are we willing to call upon Him to strengthen us? Or are we going to stay the same and let the cycles keep happening? You see, God knows who you are on the inside. It is how He made you. He planted that seed of strength in you. But are you going to allow Him to water it? This isn't just for you. It's for others. And when you are one with Christ, brother, you are much stronger than you realize. Peace through strength. All right. I really hope it's inspired y'all today. I really hope it's inspired y'all to take action. I hope God blesses y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care and be safe.